So let's read another letter that was sent privately. Hello, Tom. And she or he goes on to say some nice words. Thank you. I know you will be divulged in questions, but if you do have time and it may benefit others, please have a go at this. The story is about, by the way, thank you. That's considerate of you that you care about others as well. This is about my father. I want to hope that there's a chance of some relationship that is pleasant with him is possible. I am in England. Going to vote to leave. And an only child of a horrible NPD mother and enabler father who was violent and is still a man who only does anger. No love in my family, just neglect of me. Criticism. It was all about their tempestuous relationship. Now my mother is dying. I won't see her. My father doesn't understand. Denies all the past. Totally rewritten. He is just trying to bully me again, this time to see her. He will defend and excuse her behavior forever. I have been a good daughter. I really have. My lovely husband and I have tried to please them, taken them on holidays. We've covered all their many medical appointments for years from 250 miles away. We just were never good enough. Boring to them, no flashy riches like her nephews. I'm still married after 33 years. My golden child cousin was rich and remarried 3 times. He is great, by the way. I went limited contact from them 2 years ago, and no contact after I was replaced, and the character assassination was started by her nasty stuff 1 year ago before she became terminally ill. They have always been ill. They love medical stuff. They enjoy bad health. Supply. But a year ago, he started the relentless phone calls every day, left tents of bullying messages, sent the police around to tell me my mother was ill. It became pointless to remain no contact. It's never pointless. You can do it. I have tried to establish contact with him, but he has terms. Visit my mother. I won't. Good for you. I want her safe and looked after. That's because most of us abuse victims are empaths, and we have kind hearts, no matter how dastardly the person. I want to remain safe and looked after, and I will support him, but he wants none of that. Last October, my mother changed their will, with my father agreeing to it. Now I am most fortunate, as we do not need the money, but she told my 2 sons that everything would be left to them. Now my father has shown me the will. That just happened. I didn't ask. And this is not the case, as their will leaves my sons 20% of the current assets, and the rest to me. My eldest son is too toxic a person, and I grieve for that. But the promise of money has warped him utterly. My mother idolizes my eldest son, who has been a nightmare of bad behavior, despite a happy home. She loved all the trouble he got in, again, supply, and visibly enjoyed my distress, again, supply, and concern for him. My parents have been married for 68 years, and my cowardly, brainwashed father worships him. The witnesses to my childhood abuse are all dead now. But my cousin, the golden child, has in the last year agreed to come with me to see my father, and he's actually been terrifically supportive, and now sees what happens does go on. But as he is 12 years older than me, he never saw it in his youth. I felt I needed a witness, and I have recorded my meetings with my father now. There you go. Good for you. I have been dropped by my parents 3 years ago. Then the gossip poisoning the rest of my family started. Then my eldest son believed it. Those narcissistic grandparents, right? And joined in siding with my parents against me. It is horrible. It eats away at my husband and I. We value peace, contentment, happiness, and we arbor rose, intrigue, and negativity. That's a healthy way to live. Good for you. I hope you're proud of yourself. You deserve it. Gosh, we are not saints either. Who is? You're in my mind from my youth. You'd come out screaming. But we are kind of straightforward people. I hate the drama. I dread my mother. Always have. I just want some way of rubbing along with my father after she is dead. He is 91 and she is 90. He sacrificed his whole life and dreams for her. Please remember, that was his choice. Now, I know this situation very well. My father finds it extraordinary that I am calmly, non-confrontationally stating that I will not see her again. I think deep down he really knows the truth about her, but it invalidates his entire life to admit this now. He is arranging that she comes home to die. There will be a funeral. There are people I don't want to see again. I want no contact, and not one, besides my cousin, ever contacted me again. Yay, it's a good thing. And it sounds like you have a supportive cousin, so that's even great. They are either not caring about me, interested in the will, or embarrassed. Well, there you are. I hope this makes sense. You take care. Many thanks to you for reading this. And she goes on to give her name. We know that the will is often used as a tool, right? So what's interesting is that after your father tried to blackmail you into seeing your mother, he lied to you about the will. You say you're well off, that you don't need the money. What will be, will be. The will is the final way that the narcissist can say, screw you. It's their final way that they believe somehow that in their afterlife, they will still live by hurting. They truly believe this, that leaving on their dying bed, they'll have that little grin knowing that they've hurt you somehow. Whether it's the truth and you were taken out of your will, or whether it's a lie, it's used as a tool. Good for you. So I can only tell you what I would do. Go to the funeral? No. I jokingly said I would go the week after and say a few words to the tombstone. I wouldn't even give that respect. As you don't go to the funeral, people are going to wonder why. A lot of people will know why. That's not your burden. Now, what's going to happen at the funeral is you're going to be home and you're going to be wondering, why are they talking, or what are they saying about me? What do I look like in their minds? Don't care about that. You seem to have an incredibly intelligent, level head. And your sons, as they grow up, will come to know the truth. And what you need to keep doing is exactly what you have been doing. No negativity, specifically with your children. Positive reinforcement. Try to eliminate all of that negativity. This goes for all you that have children. Eliminate that negativity because they're going to see. If you replace that negativity with positive reinforcement, the truth will come out. They will see. And as far as the will, who cares? Personally, I live on the streets, eating from the garbage cans, before I ever made the mistake of recontacting again. The main part of your story is your father's blackmail to see your mother. He wants that control. She wants that control. She's putting him up to this. I'm sure of this. Because then she wins. She goes out on a note, where she will, at that time, if you did visit, degrade you, say something nasty, knowing that you're kind-hearted, that you wouldn't say anything nasty back to someone on their deathbed. This is a great opportunity for their last gasp of supply. No way. No way. Remember, I did a video on this. They know right from wrong. The enablers, their spouses, they know right from wrong. They're frightened. They're scared of the narcissist, but they know right from wrong. They have a choice to make, and they've made it. So don't let one bit of guilt enter into you. You're doing the right thing. You sound healthy, you sound loving, you sound kind. Keep those positive reinforcing messages within your family, within your children. And whoever doesn't contact you, don't even sweat it. It's a blessing. Keep in contact with your cousin. It seems to me, based on your letter, that he knows. Good for you. And for all others out there, I know a lot of you are having anxiety about going to a funeral, going to a celebration with the family. This is about your happiness. This is about your life. This is about not wanting to open yourself up for another opportunity of being abused. Good for you. You deserve to be healthy and happy, no matter how much of life you have left. Every single day, you deserve it. You have no obligation. Thank you very much for your letter, and let me know how it makes out. Peace.